Germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
And here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click on that article that tells us all about the United States.
And we learn about each of the 50 states in the order that they were admitted to the Union.
Mm-hmm. This is
That's
one
clumsy. Still sounds clumsy.
Yeah.
We'll get a good intro.
one of these days.
By the time we get to Hawaii, we'll have a good intro.
Or Hawaii or Alaska.
Which one was?
I think you're right. Hawaii.
The second to last one?
You know what they call Alaska? I'm gonna say it now, and I'll say it again in another 40 weeks. Seward's Icebox. Seward is the name of the Secretary of the Interior or whoever it was that bought the land. And everyone was like, are you fucking kidding me? We just bought that?
Who's laughing now? Northern Lights, baby.
Oil and shit, too.
Oil, shit,
oil and
blubber, whale bones. So before we get cooking, cracking, crack-a-looking, I want to give some shout-outs.
That'd be a nice thing.
Because we have gotten 2 very lovely, sincere reviews on iTunes. Before we only had one that was a fake one.
Well, it was fake.
But the sentiment was nice.
The sentiment was nice.
So shout out to BF Evans, or B Fevans 19, who said our podcast was crazy, stupid fun.
That's nice.
And shout out to Prizefighter 23, who called us his or her new go-to comedy podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
can direct you to some better comedy podcasts.
Don't do that. No, this is all we have. We just got
podcasts? So nice to hear about them. But honestly, thank you for the reviews.
That was so nice and so
such a pleasant surprise.
It is a pleasant surprise
to know that someone that knows how to use iTunes is listening, because our parents do not know how to use iTunes.
My mom literally didn't know. Like, she was like, "How do I find out?"
I'll just email you the files.
She
what?
She already.
Okay, I'll just play them on my computer and hold the phone up to the speaker.
She likes the page though. You know what I mean? Like, so she doesn't. I don't know. She doesn't know how to find them.
So if you're
she's
not,
friends with like me, my sister, and Dilettante Ball.
If you're not incompetent like our parents,
love you, Johnny's mom.
Please, and you enjoy the show, or if you don't enjoy the show, give us constructive criticism.
But do that privately to our Twitter
give us
account.
5-star constructive criticism. 5 stars would be great if they were cuter.
Right.
So
would be a 6-star review if they were funny.
Leave a review, and I would appreciate it. And Spencer, you might appreciate it too.
Slightly less, I would appreciate it.
I'm pretty ungrateful, but
yeah.
And with that being said, let's get this USA train rolling down the tracks of time.
That's the new intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We go. Yeah, do it.
No,
I don't want this. Whatever.
Welcome to Dilettante Ball, where I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
And here on Dilettante Ball,
great. I get to do it.
We take the USA train
all the way down the tracks to Lawrenceville.
Yep.
Well, I forgot already what you said.
So last week we had Massachusetts. What do you think the next state is? I'm going to say New York, because I said I was going to say New York until we got to New York.
You know, I said Maryland last week. I'm going to say...
and you said you thought Maryland was... No, you said you thought New York was 8.
I think New York's 9.
9, that's what you said.
Let's go with Vermont.
Vermont.
Is that even in the mix?
Interesting. I feel like Vermont's going to be late too.
Yeah, me too. It feels bad. It feels like a bad choice.
Are you sticking?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Final answer. Yeah.
Have you seen pretty solid Regis
Do
Philbin.
you remember the very first millionaire who won that show? First of all, the show is called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, if you don't know about it. Do you remember the first one who won?
No.
Maybe you will if I jog your memory. He got to the last question.
Oh, was he the first one? I know who you're talking about.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You got to the last question. The question was whatever. And he was like, you know what, Regis, I'm going to need to phone a friend. And he called his dad.
You know that straight up broke everything that he signed.
Oh, what do you mean?
Because the way it usually works is when you are on a game show, you have to sign all these non-disclosure agreements.
Okay.
Where you don't tell anyone until it airs.
Oh,
and
crap.
And he straight up called his dad and was like, hey, I'm finna win.
He called his dad and was like, hey, Dad, I don't actually need to ask you the question. I'm just letting you know I'm winning $1 million. And then was like, click, like, drop the mic.
Hey, Speaking of
And he won. It was dope.
Speaking of game shows, shout out to our dear friends.
Yeah,
friends
Rachel
of
Newman.
the show, Rachel Newman and Steve Clark.
Yeah.
Who were just on Let's Make a Deal
With Wayne Brady.
Yeah, it's
they
weird.
made a deal.
They both, the three of them went together to be on the show.
Right.
Rachel, Steve, and Wayne Brady. Yeah, so it was really neat. If you I'll post a link because
here's the thing though, because
I'll post a link here and you can watch 900 commercials.
Yeah, that made me furious, dude. I jumped to the minute where he starts. I had to sit there and watch like 7 commercials.
Yeah.
It made me so
Those
mad.
commercials paid for their winnings though. So
I guess so. You know what? I can't be mad at Steve and Rachel.
I will say though, they're dear friends. They were creeping pretty hard on Wayne Brady.
Yeah, they were too.
And it was...
Oh, we're from Florida, where you're from. We know you're from Orlando. Like, all right, cool, guys.
I have your mom's skin. All right, so you say
Wayne
Vermont.
Brady pats his chest. Where? Oh, you do. You stole it from me.
Oh, God. You say Vermont.
Yeah.
I say
New York.
New York. You're going to be mad.
It's New Hampshire.
Maryland.
You win some, you lose all of them.
April 28th, 1788. Whoa. So that's almost 3 months. February,
Wow.
March, 2 months. No, almost 3. Almost 3 months from Massachusetts.
That's interesting.
Before it was Maryland, it was the province of Maryland.
So this is 1788, you said?
Yeah.
When did the Revolutionary War end?
Oh, I don't know.
80,
That's a different
86
podcast,
maybe?
my friend.
That is a different... We'll have to ask our friends on...
Their flag is dope. It's just like crazy patterns, and it looks cool as shit.
That's pretty cool. It's like a checkerboard and stuff.
Nicknames. Old Line State.
Yeah, I know that. That was on their quarter.
Free State.
That's a good one.
Little America.
Okay.
And America in miniature.
Okay. Those are kind of the same, but okay.
Have you heard
This
of,
is the Epcot of the North.
have you heard of Mini Europe?
No.
It's in Belgium, and it's essentially Splendid China, which is tiny models of things in China, but
Right.
it's for all of Europe. So you can go to this theme park in Belgium and look at like, ooh, little Eiffel Tower.
That's
little...
kind of funny. It seems like a real
It's
tourist trap.
so stupid because they could just as easily go to the fucking places.
Right.
Europe is like...
It takes a day to like drive from like Portugal to Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
I don't know where Czechoslovakia is.
A day's drive away. Maryland accents are bonkers.
I don't know if I've heard one.
They sound crazy.
Yeah, weird.
Crazy. Yeah. Motto: Fatty machi, parole femine.
Which means?
This is crazy.
What does it mean?
Manly deeds, womanly words.
Whoa! We got a winner. I mean, could it ever get any better than that?
That's insane.
That's really cool. Say it again.
Manly deeds, womanly words.
I love that. That's my new life motto. I love that, man.
Keep those gender roles going strong.
But at the time though, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Nowadays, no go.
Yeah. If a new state was like, yeah, manly deeds, womanly words.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm sorry. We're kicking you out. Taking that star right back off
like-
the flag.
How crazy would it be if it was like white deeds, like Chinese words?
Right,
like,
like
what are you?
Indian
talking-
moral values. Like,
Yeah. No, you can't do that. So it's
I'm down, though.
it's dope, but
I'm down in the 1700s.
yes,
Not down now.
God. Straight words, gay thoughts.
Right. No, that's our motto for the podcast.
Do you remember in like middle school?
A department store called Gafers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Funny.
It's really funny.
If like dudes being like, "Hey, is your girlfriend straight?" and it would mean like, "Does she kiss with tongue?"
I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
Is my girlfriend straight?
I don't know. You tell me, dude.
I'm gonna say no, because I don't have one. So
if your girlfriend was straight, she did not kiss with tongue.
oh, she's not kinky.
So-
Is that
I
the
guess. Which I mean,
at the time
kissing with tongue
is not
is not.
not cool?
No.
Don't do it.
So that's
That's how you get the cold.
taking it back to middle school.
Can we talk about anti-vaxxers real quick?
I guess
Just a little bit.
they suck.
Okay.
They're the Obamacare of medicine.
Man, that's the funniest thing you've ever said in your life. All right, I just
There you
want
go.
to say, like, just vaccinate your kids, guys.
Yeah.
All you parents out there listening to our podcast.
Mom.
Vaccinate me.
Um,
Anyway.
what were we talking about?
Oh, gosh. What were we talking about? I don't know.
Oh, I feel like it was juicy, too.
I'm talking about Maryland for sure.
I guess. Official language? None. Hell yeah.
You said your girlfriend, is your girlfriend
Oh,
straight?
your girlfriend straight, yeah. That's kissing with tongue is still like a weird thing, right? I mean,
You think?
it's weird. Well, kissing at all is weird.
Yeah.
And then like,
Well, because our beards get in the way.
yeah,
Right.
and they get tangled together.
Mhm.
But then like bringing your tongue in, don't get me wrong, I do it. Oh, I do it.
Yeah.
but
Gotta do it.
Man,
go
it's
ahead.
weird. It's weird to me.
Kissing with tongue?
What's the point?
I thought about it the other day, too. I was like, what is
why
this
am I-
crazy?
It's such a silly thing.
If I went to, like, let's say there was, like, there probably is somewhere, like, a tribe of people who are, like, in the
They
jungle.
touch toes instead.
What if I came up to them and I fell in love when they were women and she fell in love with me and what if we
She's
got,
trying to touch your toes. You're trying to
Trying to
touch
touch her
tongues.
you know?
What? And tongues are like gross on their own.
They
I
are
mean,
very,
you need
mine
them
feels gross right now.
to taste things,
Yeah.
and they get dried out, and they're just all stuck in your face, and you need them to talk. They're just weird.
They do too much. There's
They
too
do
much going on.
They don't need to kiss too.
No.
So
You-
tweet us at Dilettante Ball, hashtag no tongue, hashtag we're straight. Yeah.
I'm reading Dune right now. Let's not talk about Maryland.
I'm
we'll
fine
get
with
to it.
that.
We'll get to it. But I'm reading Dune and
Oh, I love that game.
yeah, I'm shooting up a bunch of aliens.
Yeah.
and- yeah. It's very spooky.
Yeah.
The graphics look very bad.
You know what I really like is the Dune clone Chex Quest. Did you ever play Chex Quest?
I did play Chex Quest that has nothing to do with Doom.
It was like a Doom clone basically.
No, maybe I'm thinking of something different. Oh, I am. I'm thinking of Chip's Challenge.
What is that?
It doesn't matter. It was like a game that came on the PC and like if you bought Windows 95. it was
Sure.
like, whatever.
No. Chex.
What's
do you
Chex
know?
Quest?
It's Doom, but
Oh, made by the cereal company or the
Yes.
cereal brand Chex.
it's no joke. I mean, it uses the same engine as Doom.
But instead of like
But
the dude's face, it's like
You're a Chex man, so you're just a piece of Chex cereal that's like Jack in like a spacesuit thing.
are
And
you
you're
killing
shooting
people?
You're not killing people. They're like goopy aliens that you're
Well,
killing.
that's what I mean though. Like
Yeah.
you're like you get machine guns and
You're
that's
zorping goopy aliens. Yeah, and it's fun. It's really fun.
well, sure, it's just reskinned Doom. Sure,
so
that's really
hey, and
crazy they got away with that.
the Internet Archive just released a bunch of DOS games that you can play online for free.
Really,
Chex Quest is one of them, baby.
I'll play Chex Quest
It's
as long as you promise to me that you play Chip's Challenge.
sure if I can find it.
It was pretty fun. Anyway, I'm reading Dune, and just speaking of like weird customs that you don't and there's these. It's a desert planet.
Okay.
So they have all these like weird desert
Oh,
customs.
that's why it's called Dune.
Yep. And so these people from off-world come to the planet, and some things happen. Like the king meets, some envoy or whatever, and the envoy, the king says something to him, and the envoy thinks about it for a second, and then spits at the king's feet, and the king's men are like, "What the?" and like get up to attack this dude, and then the king's advisor or whoever is like, "No, you guys think about it. Like it's a desert planet. They don't have water, so like the act of him spitting on the floor is like mad respect, dude." Dude, out of G in the house. Ladies.
No.
So anyway, the point is like, what are you doing putting your tongue in my mouth? What are you doing? What is this?
Yeah. It's weird.
It was weird. No, what are you doing right now? What are you? So anyway, what's going on in Maryland?
Ugh, who cares?
Who cares?
Capital.
Whatever.
Capital.
Annapolis.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Largest city. Be more. Baltimore.
Oh.
Largest metro.
Ugh.
Baltimore, Washington metro area.
Yeah. You're white. You've seen The Wire.
No.
See, what's up with that stereotype?
What? White people.
White people
watching
love The Wire.
Well, because it's like, I can be there without being there.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You're right.
I'm hard. I'm tough. I understand. I get it. See, I'm not
Right.
I'm not racist.
I'm not racist. I love The Wire.
You're
I have a black friend.
Childish Gambino
Yeah.
said it. You're not racist because The Wire's in your Netflix queue. So who am I to? I mean, I'm fucking quoting rap lyrics, so I'm no better. But there you
You're
go.
You're allowed to.
Yeah, I know, but it feels almost the same.
I know what you mean. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's so hard being a white person.
Right? Like being a white male, especially a
Yeah.
straight white male.
Yeah, it's really hard.
When are we gonna have some positive role models? But for real though, when are we gonna have some positive role models?
I mean, that's what we're trying to do, right?
Are we?
We're trying to be the Hulk Hogan's of the podcast world.
Is Hulk Hogan a
positive role model? He wasn't like 85 or whenever.
Look, if we're talking positive wrestling role models, I think it's Jesse the Mind Ventura.
Oh wow. Is that what he goes by now? I hope he goes by that.
Jesse the Body Ventura is the wrestler. Jesse the Mind Ventura is the politician.
He's the thinker.
Yeah. It's true. That's what he goes by. So
that's really crazy. I think he did a good job. I have knowing nothing. I just feel that he did a good job.
You want to hear something awesome?
Yes.
Guess who the governor is?
Jesse the Mind Ventura.
Larry Hogan.
No,
yeah.
Hulk's nephew.
Yeah, Lieutenant Governor.
44.
Boyd Rutherford.
That's like an old school name.
Mm-hmm. Boyd
Rutherford.
Maryland is a state located in the Mid-Atlantic region of the United States.
Was Maryland on the south?
It's in the Mid-Atlantic.
Was it in the Confederacy?
You mean on which side of the Mason-Dixon line was it?
I do mean that. Was the Mason-Dixon line in Maryland?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, me either.
That's another podcast.
Yep.
Bordering Virginia, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C. to its south, and west, Pennsylvania to its north, and Delaware to its east, Maryland was the 7th state to ratify the United States Constitution and has 3 occasionally used nicknames: the Old Line State, the Free State, and the Chesapeake Bay State. Those are not the same nicknames that are in the sidebar. 2 of them are the same. Doesn't say anything about Little America or American Miniature. And I'm going to say right now, I'm guessing Maryland is a shitty state if they need to, in the first paragraph, bring up its nicknames.
Oh, they're already like...
it borders these places and people call it the Free State? They have trees?
Right.
Maryland is also considered to be the birthplace of religious freedom in America.
Really? I figured that would be Pennsylvania.
I figured it would be Boston, the state of Boston, dating back to its earliest colonial days when it was made a refuge for persecuted Catholics. Hell yeah.
Were Catholics really persecuted?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I feel like the Catholics had a pretty good run for a while.
I feel like it was before then. They were running the game before then.
Yeah.
And Irish people were not treated very well, and they're all Catholic.
I met someone a few months ago, last month. I met someone last month, actually, and they were telling me their family is like from Ireland, like from North Ireland, and well, they're from North. They're loyalists, and so.
Okay. I already hate this story.
Anyway, so her aunt or whoever like goes to North Ireland, so it's maybe like 2 generations removed.
Okay.
And so like her aunt, who had never been there, but her mom had or whatever. Her aunt goes to North Ireland and she's in Belfast, and something happens where she's like, walking down an alley or something like that, and some guy stops her and puts a gun to her.
Jesus Christ.
And he says, Protestant or Catholic? And she goes, Jewish. And he goes, no, pick one. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. And she has no idea. Like, she doesn't know what the right answer is. Like, and so she just chose one. And then he went, all right. And then walked off. Yeah. So that's what things used to be like in Belfast.
How long ago was that?
I don't know. I think
week.
It was last week.
Protestant would have been the right answer.
I don't know.
Well, it's the wrong answer, but for them it would have been the right answer.
Yeah,
no, it's the wrong answer.
But yeah, I was like, that's the craziest story. That's awesome.
That made me feel sick.
Yeah,
like
right?
just hearing you tell it. So
like
that's like
third hand. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
If she had said wrong,
can you? Yeah,
it was a coin flip. She didn't have an Irish accent, I'm sure.
Oh no, yeah, she's probably like from Illinois or whatever,
So the dude would just he would know. He knows that it's not even.
It doesn't. I don't even know. Who knows? Who knows?
Gosh, even that's like so crazy.
It's messing with you, right?
Well, they didn't call it the Troubles for nothing.
Well, not.
For a little backside story to that.
It's my favorite musical.
Backside Story. Mm-hmm. Between the
I don't know.
The Jets and the Sharks.
Yeah. Nice.
The other day, I tried to convey over
instant
Facebook
messaging or
chat
whatever.
over AIM, And
I was like, how do I read this?
I just basically typed it 3 more times, and then you got it.
You capitalized it slightly different, and that did it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is now.
So there you go. Dating back to its earliest colonial days when it was made a refuge for the persecuted Catholics from England by George Calvert. I feel like we've talked about him before on the podcast, but I don't care. The first Lord Baltimore and the first English proprietor of then Maryland colonial grant.
Yeah, it's weird that Maryland is still ruled by a king.
Yeah. Lord Baltimore. This is boring. I feel like we
started off real strong with Maryland, had real good impression.
We made jokes about other states being boring. I think we talked about Delaware being particularly boring. I feel like this is more boring.
Maybe actually the most boring.
I'm going to do this last paragraph.
All right.
And then I'm going to give up on Maryland.
All right.
So they have this paragraph to win me over.
All right.
Maryland is one of the smallest states in terms of area, as well as one of the most densely populated states in the United States. Maryland has the highest median household income. That's interesting.
It is interesting. Actually.
Making it the wealthiest state in the nation.
Wow. You know what? That's where all the politicians live.
So that's not interesting. The state's largest city is Baltimore, and its capital is Annapolis. Although the state is officially claimed to be named after Queen Henrietta Maria. Okay. Some Catholics believe Maryland was named after Mary, the mother of Jesus, by George Calvert, first Lord Baltimore, whatever the fuck that means. Keep saying it, and I'll know what it means. Prior to his death in 1632, the original intent may never be known. You want to hear the last sentence of this paragraph?
Maryland is home to the world's largest strip museum.
I mean, basically. There is a St. Mary's County in Maryland.
Who cares? So what? Why is that in your...
Hey, Maryland? Fuck off.
Maryland, yeah, you fell off, man, real hard. So far, Maryland's the worst state?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it going to keep the crown? Probably.
This is the first. Maryland is the first worst state.
Maryland is the Lord Baltimore of bad states.
Yeah, so
it's the Obamacare of states.
So cheers to Delaware for pulling yourself up by your bootstraps like a real American.
That's right.
And fuck off, Maryland.
Smell you later. Some fucking fool out in England has $50 a month, 80 megabyte per second internet speed. I have 3 and I live in Chicago. What's up with that?
This has been a Peaches and Hot Sauce presentation.
Peaches. Hot sauce. 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 Your peaches.